What's up guys? We're back again to take a close look at the new evolutions coming to Clash Royale. We're mostly going to be focusing on the evolved wall breakers, which are absolutely busted. After cycling 2 wall breakers, the third ones are evolved. At level 11, the evolved ones do over 285 more damage than the regular ones. And the overpowered part is they have 2 lives, and when they die, they do death damage. So if you're trying to defend evolved wall breakers with goblins or skeletons, yeah, you might be able to kill the wall breakers, but your goblins and skeletons will die too. And then when the second wall breakers pop out, you have nothing to counter them. Every time that evolved wall breakers are played right now, you are going to get positive elixir trades. Best situation for the opponent is they go for a bomb tower and counter for a -2 trade. So if you focus on cycling evolved wall breakers, you'll get insane elixir advantages that allow you to sprint away with the win. And mess with their mental with the obnoxious battle cry. The evolved bomber only takes 1 cycle to get to the evolution. And this thing is just straight up stupidly strong to the point that Clash Royale needs to nerf it immediately. It doesn't die to arrows, so you're forced to fireball it every time. And its splash damage bounces 2 times in a straight line, having damage potential that the magic archer can only dream about. We're gonna be testing the new evolutions against one of the best players in the game, Invader, who finished 91 in the world. It's time to test the true power of the new evolutions and assert dominance. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any of the daily videos. And thanks to everyone that's using creator code SirTag to make all of the high effort videos possible. All right, so the evolved wall breakers are ridiculous. When they explode, they do damage to the units that attack them, and also they essentially have 2 lives. So we're trying to cycle as many of those as we possibly can because that's how we're gonna win this match. Hope if we're able to win, that is. We are playing against a top 100 player in the world, so it's not going to be easy, any of these matches. I'm going to try to go in for the firecracker here. We unluckily did not get our wall breakers in our starting hand. It's literally our 8th card. Clash Royale doesn't want me to showcase their strength. They're like, you know, Jake, you're only allowed to show them when it's overpowered and in-game, not beforehand. We're going to zap, and the wall breaker explodes. Let's go. He wasn't ready. And he's going to activate King Tower here with the Little Prince, but it's fine. Yo, no way. It gets 2 shots and hits the tower again. That's beautiful. All right. Leapfrog on top of the princess with the bandit. And then he's going to go and click an ability. I think that the ability is going to be good for us because he's going to be down a bit of elixir after that. However, can I counter these wall breakers effectively or nah? I hope he doesn't zap me just like I did to him. Okay, thankfully. Did not work out for him. I'm going to go wall breakers and we're going to cycle the evolution. So it just makes sense to spam the evolution as much as you possibly can here. Those minions getting free real estate on the tower as well, allowing us to go in for a firecracker to go and counter the knight. Hopefully. Ooh, this is not looking good. I actually hate this because I have no elixir. Thankfully, he dropped a little bit lower. So we were able to eventually get enough elixir to finish it off. But dang, that's like half my tower. So it's putting them back in business. I can mine her in front, and maybe we can take the targeting of the princess if we go in for a zap. Can we just kill it, actually? Yo, wait. No way, the bandit's still alive. Please dash on the tower. Okay, it freaked him out for a second, but he's just going to pre-log, and that's going to do 800 damage per shot. It's disgusting. My entire tower is down. I hate it. You know what? Screw you, Invader. We're doing the same thing to you, bro. It's what goes around comes around. He had the Knight Evolution. He still couldn't stop it. It's crazy. It's actually insane. So yeah, we're going to go in for a minions directly on top, and we're going to have the bandit apply pressure, so he's going to have to spend elixir there. And then we could possibly go in for a zap on top of the Spear Goblin so it doesn't counter my minions. So the one Spear Goblin is going to lock into my tower, but it's not the end of the world. We also have the Firecracker Evolution, so we just do that, right? And then we go in for Goblins, protect. Going to log, but it doesn't kill, so we can go in for this. The Bandit's going to be able to snipe the Princess. And then we can go for a Miner here. Yo, that Bandit's going crazy! And the Firecracker's still alive! Dude, no way! Okay, this is still not going great, but there's still a chance. If you guys are unaware, if you wall breakers like this, it can stop some of the goblins. I don't know if it stops all of them, but it did save our tower. This is a crazy game. This is actually insane. All right, I'm going to go in for a bandit here, and then I'm going to go in for goblins, and then I'm also going to follow up with a miner. I think the bandit might connect to the tower, but still not enough. There's 12 seconds remaining. I am going to take the L in this match. It was so freaking close, though. The Firecracker is going to lock, but it's not going to be near enough. His other tower was in shambles, so I did do a lot of damage on both of the towers. It just wasn't concentrated damage in one tower. As you can see, though, evolved wall breakers are practically unstoppable. The fact that they were able to both connect to my left-hand tower earlier in the match for 800 damage apiece, while we only got 1 connection on the right against Invader, meant the difference between life and death. It's pretty fitting that the difference in the match was the overpowered evolved wall breakers. It's time to sprint into the next game and battle cry our way to a victory. I think wall breakers will operate best with Royale recruits, and the reason is if you go for Royale recruits in the back first play and you get lucky to have them both in your starting hand, you're relentlessly able to keep up pressure the entire game, so the opponent is constantly defending against evolutions, never able to go in for their own evolutions on offense. So that's what I plan on doing. We'll see if it fully comes to fruition or if our strategy is not firmly rooted in reality. So I'm going to be going in for the princess as well, forcing out the poison there. And I think that he's probably going to have to go like bomb tower or something if we go in for our wall breakers. Strategy right now is going to go for little prince because he just uses poison. And I want to go and counter the miner here, go goblin gang, and possibly just blast down the wall breakers if we're lucky with the goblins. And that did not happen. Wall breakers never die. Man, I'm going to go for the wall breakers here, and we're going to get the little prince on the tower. No way. Our wall breakers weren't even evolved, yet they were ridiculously smart. Smart enough to push the little prince onto the tower. That little edge, that little push in the right direction. The perfect cheerleaders. So I want to go for the recruits in the back and build up a big push. And as I was saying before, our strategy hinges on cycling the recruits and cycling the wall breakers because evolutions are overpowered in Clash Royale, and that's what we vibe with. Also, if we could get a glorious fireball on top of the Mother Witch and a bomb tower, that would be incredible. I'm going to go for a princess on the bats as soon as I possibly can. He's going to go in for a miner. I don't think that's going to be enough. Wait, is the recruit actually going to charge on the Mother Witch? Aw, yes it is, kind of. Not really charged, but it's going to hit it. So I guess I got my terminology down wrong a little bit. It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter that much. He'll probably go bats. Let's go in for a goblin gang and try to make a prediction. Oh, he went goblins instead. Well, that's really good. He's going to go Mother Witch. The princess is still locked into the tower. Dang. Dude, he's going to get four pigs. Oof. Do we do recruits here? Or do we fireball? I think we go for recruits because we've taken a lot of damage on the right-hand side. It's okay to eat some damage on the left as well. Just for the sake of spamming more cards. And I want to get the recruits evolution with the wall breakers evolution just once at the same time. I want to see how that goes. Please let that happen. Yeah, he's going to lose the bomb tower right now. I can go in for a princess if I needed to. I'm not going to. I think I want to go goblin gang directly on top of the miner and finish that off as fast as I possibly can. Click the little prince ability on top of his counters. I think we're fine. We're definitely going to take some damage here from the goblins on the right, but it's not that bad. It's only like one shot. The Guardian's on the tower. No way. Okay. This is what we were waiting for. This is our moment to shine. It is about to be divine, and we are ready to dine on his towers. Unfortunately, I do have to fireball here. Otherwise, I think that the wall breakers do connect both of them. Instead, only one did there. Well played, well played. We're going to go for a goblin barrel. We're going to go for our own wall breakers in the right, and we'll see how well this works tonight. Please, both wall breakers connect. I just want damage. Dang it. He ended up going for the bomb tower, and it ended up almost completely countering. I mean, he still got a lot of damage done, but could have been slightly more fun. We're going to go in for a goblin gang. Even if he poisons, it's still fine. We're going to try to go in for... Nah, we have to fireball this. That seriously sucks. I hate having to do that because it just costs so much elixir. I should be going for more goblin barrels, but that's not the fun way of playing Clash Royale. It's infinitely more fun to spam recruits at the river like a madman. We're going to go for wall breakers as well. He will lose his miner, so I think that this is going to bait out the bomb tower, and then we can go in for our goblin barrel and then get back to recruits relatively quickly. Also, the princess could lock onto the tower here too. We're forcing out goblins as well. The recruits on the tower, that is so much value. Okay, so we need to fully focus on countering all of his stuff with our little prince, because I think that's what he's going to try to go in on. Okay, yeah, we're going to go bandit, and we'll be able to kill that. I think I can go recruits at the river as well, because he's going to force the poison. And then we can wall breakers, and then get back to another cycle of wall breakers. I want to win with the wall breakers evolution, but I think we're going to win with the recruits regardless. I'm sorry. No, the regular wall breaker. What? The regular wall breaker found its way through. So you can just do destructive damage with every aspect of this deck. If the opponent stays dialed in on defense against the evolved wall breakers, they're going to be netting negative elixir trades all day long, allowing you to overpower them with the rest of your overpowered cards. The only way of countering evolved wall breakers effectively is going in for a bomb tower for 4 elixir. If you're doing a -2 trade every time, you're not going to have enough elixir to stop the other stuff. It's stupid how a 2 elixir card can completely control the flow of the game, because if you let them connect, it's game-winning damage. It's time to relentlessly rush our way through with the craziest Sparky creation you've probably ever seen. I don't think that this should typically fit in a wall breakers deck, but when you have an overpowered evolution, you might as well use it. Unfortunately, Invader gets the wall breakers in his starting hand and we don't. But we also have the bomber evolution. It only takes 1 cycle to get it, so kind of busted as well.
Round 1, fight.
We're going to immediately drop that at the river just to spam to the evolution. I think it makes sense to do. Oh, he's doing the same tactic as me. Okay, I see you, Invader. Let's go for wall breakers here, and then I think I have to go in for a rage so we can kill the goblins eventually. And both wall breakers connect, but we're also taking a ton of damage. You know what? It doesn't even matter. The way that you play this deck is you channel the low skill flowing through your brain and your veins, and then you just spam everything. So our strategy here is to go full send and full stupid. He's definitely looking at the wall breakers and he's like wondering why I'm letting those connect. Because I want to save the elixir for the biggest Sparky push of doom you've ever seen. So the full skill strategy is emerging right now. I wonder if we can end up being victorious here. So we definitely want to go and kite the Valkyrie directly into the Goblin Giant if possible. If the Fire Spirit goes into that, that's beautiful as well. I would idealistically like to get minions down here to go and stop that, but that's not going to happen. Totally fine. We're going to go in for the bomber, and we'll see if it splashes onto all of his stuff. So if the bomber is able to splash onto his bomber, and our bomber attacks faster, the Sparky will also shoot. That's huge. Wait. That was really good, but I can't stop the wall breakers.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
He used his Fire Spirit, so I'm going to go for wall breakers on the right. Yeah, they do, like, way too much damage. That's insane. Hey, my wall breaker's connected too. Let's go. The only bad thing about our deck is we don't have a big spell, so I kind of have to rely on either the wall breakers or the Goblin Giant to take the tower here. Maybe the Sparky if we get a Sublime shot, but you never really know. So I'm going to go with Sparky in the back, and we do have the wall breakers evolution. He used his to take our tower, and we got the regular ones that connected the tower on the right. So I'd actually endeavor to say that I'm in a slightly better spot than him. So I'm going to go for a Goblin Giant right now, and then I'm going to go Bomber. I wonder if we can just go in for minions here and then protect our precious Goblin Giant with those minions. And then we can go in for wall breakers. We can rage up the Goblin Giant. And I think if the wall breakers might just break through. They're raged up and they're angry right now. Oh my gosh, they took it through an evolved bomber. It didn't even matter. We're going to go for bomber on defense here. And I think that we'll be okay because we should be able to splash onto his wall breakers. Notice how the bomber has the ridiculous alignment where it's able to knock things behind it. It's kind of crazy. So we're going to go for Goblin Giant wall breakers, full send, full skill, as you guys already know. I'm not going to rage that even though I could. I want to make sure that I don't overcommit elixir here. So I bet he's probably going to go in for his drill soon. So I'm going to go in for a Little Prince in the back. And then I want to go in for a Sparky as well. I'm trying to figure out the best way to go in for the Sparky. And it needs to be a cohesive push. It needs to be with some other cards as well. A great fireball from our opponent. I think that the bomber should be able to clean up the rest of his stuff though. I also want to go in for minions here. So then the bomber does die before it does get it. Ooh, it got a shot. Wait, what if we go for like one of these where we go Goblin Giant, wall breakers, and then we rage this up? If the minions can just trounce everything, we can even go for a bomber. Does it splash onto the tower here? I'm actually wondering. Oh, it is so close. So freaking close. Wait, that's disgusting. Look at the damage we're getting on the 3. Dude, what is happening right now? So obviously we need to go for a Sparky, and then we want to be able to defend this with minions and Mini P.E.K.K.A. We want to drop cards that are less likely to get fireballed. So the Mini P.E.K.K.A. is going to be our best bet. It should be able to one-tap all of the wall breakers. Oh! Wow, I can't believe that just happened to me. I'm slightly shocked. Well, time to go Goblin Giant, wall breakers, and rage and see if this wins me the game, because it might. It probably should, to be honest. It's pretty broken. As you can see, the wall breakers are doing destructive damage. The Goblin Giant's on the tower, and there's nothing he can do to stop it, right? Probably. Maybe. Who knows? We're going to go minions in the middle. One of the minions might meander its way through. I don't even know what's happening. I'm just spamming all my stuff in the middle at this point. I think it does win with the Goblin Giant. Goblin Giant plus evolved wall breakers goes crazy, especially when it's raged up, because the wall breakers break down the building and they don't even die to the building. So then the Goblin Giant just goes directly toward the tower, all raged, taking down the tower as fast as possible. I feel like I definitely didn't deserve that win, but our low skill strategy shocked Invader silly. It's time to see if we can level up our skill with Goblin Drill. He's immediately going to go in for recruits at the start. So definitely not the start that we were looking for. But this is going to be the fastest cycle deck that we've played all day, so maybe our skill can carry us to victory. We'll have to wait and see. I definitely do want to go in for a bomber here, but I think with our limited amount of elixir and our card cycle, it's not necessarily going to be well versed unless we have enough elixir with wall breakers right now and drill to beat out all this stuff. If we can go for a bomber too, that'd be crazy. Yo, bomber at the river? How's he going to counter this? It should lock tower and kill the goblins. Watch the bomber, guys. Dude, it just deleted everything. That's insane. And then we can Ice Spirit on top of the wall breakers and they're dead. Oh no. This deck's cost efficiency is crazy. I can't believe the offensive value that we just got while we were able to subtly stop the rest of his stuff with an Ice Spirit plus log. kind of absurd. So yeah, he's running recruits. We do have bomb tower, so that is a good situation for us. Obviously, since he is going to be running the wall breakers, it's kind of going to be bad because we'll have to use the bomb tower on top of the wall breakers and maybe not have a good answer to the recruits. That is a slight scare for us. I'm going to go for the bomb tower a bit earlier here, and we're trying to cycle multiple bombers if we can. That would be ideal. I do want to go in for a fireball, hopefully, on everything, actually. Screw that. Yeah, let's just Ice Spirit. I think Ice Spirit is definitely a lot better, because then we'll be able to afford a defense on the right-hand side. The bandit's going to be able to counter most of his stuff, and then we can go wall breakers here. We've got a bandit and evolved wall breakers bustling through in the right. Notice how the goblins die. The goblins legitimately die to the evolved wall breakers. So you can't use units on defense. As much as you don't want to, you kind of have to go in for a building every time. It's disgusting. This shouldn't be that way, right? There's no way of getting an even elixir trade and countering them. You literally just have to go in for your bomber. And like have to drop other cards as well. Like you have to go in for so much elixir to stop it if you want to go and drop units. So I'm going to go in for a bomb tower here. We should be able to stop the rest of his stuff if we can get it back to another bomber. Idealistically, that is going to be the play for us. I do want to go in for wall breaker so we can pull his stuff around a bit. I want to go in for a log, and then I probably can get back to the bomb tower to full counter, but I don't know. I'm hoping that it can stop the rest of his stuff, thankfully. Yeah, bomb tower is going to be the best card in the meta now. I think, like, legitimately probably going to be played everywhere. Just don't see a universe where it's not, right? We can get a log down on the skeletons and possibly defend this. It's gonna be really close. The bomber's on the tower on the right? Oh no, he dropped it off to the side. We didn't get the juice. We have to go in for a bomb tower, and we might be able to defend it if the wall breaker doesn't hit. Oh my gosh, I was so close to losing the game instantly. Wait, can he fireball plus log? Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so freaking close. 2 seconds, 1 second, he doesn't have enough elixir, and we barely win the game. Let's go. That was an intense battle. I'm so happy we won that. That was a super sticky situation and a close match for sure, but wall breakers have a weird way of always blasting their way through when you need them to. All right, Invader, you're probably not ready for the mortar and wall breakers to be spamming at all points in time. The cool thing with this deck is you're going to be able to unleash goblins from the mortar evolution, and then the wall breakers will get a second life. So you're going to have unorthodox ways of keeping up pressure that the opponent probably isn't going to be expecting. So he's going to have magic archer, interestingly enough. I do want a poison on that. I think it does target onto the miner, so it stays within the poison for just long enough to die. I might be wrong here. Okay, thankfully, according to my calculations, we crushed it. Also, I am currently up a bit of elixir and up damage, so we're going to go for wall breakers in the right and see if he can tornado to activate King Tower here. He's going to go for a Valkyrie and a log. That also works pretty well for him. Let's go for our minions as fast as possible because we want to melt that Valkyrie and make sure he has no way of applying significant pressure with it. We don't want him to go in for like something like Magic Archer, like on top of that if we drop our minions a little bit too late. Oh, no way. Wait, this is going to be derpy. If I decide to go in for a mortar to counter the Magic Archer, it could work. I do want to do this. I would recommend most people not do this because, yeah, see, the timing is tough. The timing is very, very tough. Wait, the mortar launched onto the tower? I can't believe it. My own stupidity was my own success. If you're so dumb that the opponent is baffled by the fact that you mistimed your mortar, they might be like, oh, it's going to shoot the Magic Archer. And then obviously, because it can't shoot the Magic Archer because it's too close, if you think about it, you just get such good value. Oh, I have nothing for this. I can't counter it, so I'm not going to try to. I'm just going to let both the wall breakers connect and do 800 damage to my tower. My poor tower is in pity right now, but our city is still standing strong. It is okay. We've got the wall breakers evolution soon. I want to go in for the mortar evolution and the wall breakers evolution at the same time. That's the goal. That's the strategy here, guys. So I think I can go in for minions plus miner and then maybe make something happen with that and snipe a Magic Archer. And we do. Cool. Then he's going to go Valkyrie. The Valkyrie's dead. So then I can go in for the mortar and then I can go in for the mortar to go and counter the probable wall breakers that he's going to cycle, right? So let's go in for a mortar in the middle. Okay, I thought he was going to go in a little bit of a different direction. Then we can kill the bomb tower a lot faster with the wall breakers, and then the mortar's going to lock into the tower sooner. Wait, this is going to be so derpy. Wait, there's no way. The mortar's still alive. We're going to kill the Magic Archer. We're still keeping up the pressure. That worked a little bit worse than I thought it would, but it's still a pretty cool interaction. I'm going to go in for the mortar here. It'll pull both the wall breakers. I'm sure that you guys know this by now if you've watched a lot of my mortar videos. But mortar in the middle is able to pull battle rams, and it's able to pull wall breakers, and it's going and able to pull ram riders. The mortar in the middle is one of the best plays you could do. I'm going to Ice Spirit here, and I just want to keep the mortar alive just long enough to melt that Magic Archer. And then we can go wall breakers here. Then we can go in for minions. Expect him to go for his own wall breakers. One of the wall breakers will connect to the tower. There's no way he's not defending that. There's no shot. We can just mine our poison for the rest of the direct damage. He just uses tornado. So he can't stop this miner, and we're back to wall breakers like we never even left. And yeah, I do not think Invader is happy getting invaded by the wall breakers here. A fitting end for our friend. Winning with wall breakers, even though they're not evolved, they're still overpowered. For 2 elixir, it's almost impossible to get positive elixir trades against them. And when they're evolved, it blasts off the advantage to an entirely different level of unfair. Literally, if you don't have a building in cycle, you're forced to overspend 3 more elixir than your opponent every time, or you just lose. It's kind of a crazy concept that they have 2 lives, deal death damage, and slaughter opponents mercilessly. Like if you enjoyed today's video breaking down the new evolutions. It takes us a bit more time to rush out the video and still keep high quality. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Let me know down below in the comment section if I should keep doing this every single month. Love you guys, take care, and have an amazing rest of your day.